Hello, my friends. My name is Amanda with Manda Panda Projects, and today I have a super cute, gorgeous, pretty thrift store wooden salt shaker bunny makeover. Okay, you guys, I got these wooden salt shakers at my local thrift store. I actually have two sets of them. They're salt and pepper shakers, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are perfect. They almost look like spindles, right? So I definitely grabbed them. I wanted to craft with them for Christmas. I was gonna make a snowman. I never got around to it, so we are making a bunny. Make sure that you guys are following the page. I've got lots of cute spring and Easter crafts coming. I would love it if you would hang out and craft with me and let me know in the comments what you guys think of this one. Okay, so all I did was just paint the entire wooden, I keep want to call it a spindle, salt shaker with Waverly plaster chalk paint. Okay, I gave it 2 coats, dried it in between each coat, and then once it was all dry, I just took my sanding little gator sander here and I sanded it up all around the edges that pop out, so and brought back a little bit of that wood. Okay, so after that, I took my antique wax, my Waverly antique wax. I added a little bit of black to it because I wanted it like really dark. And I went over all the edges with the antique wax. So I'm giving it a grungy, distressed little look. So after the white, we sanded, added our antique wax. I went all around the edges, a little bit on the top. Then I did a little bit down there in the center of it. I would just wipe it on and then wipe off the excess with the baby wipe. And I just kept doing that until it was grunged up as much as I liked it. Okay, so now I took my primitive rusty wire. This is from Amazon. They do not have the 16 gauge on Amazon anymore. They have the 24 gauge, which is a lot thinner, but I mean, it still works for sure. But you can also get the 16 gauge on Etsy as well. So I just took it and I wrapped it around a paintbrush and made little twirlies. And I did 4 of these, okay? These are going to be the little bunny's whiskers. So I just did 4 of them, probably about like, I don't know, 1.5 inches long each. And then I took some wired jute and I shaped the wired jute into bunny ears. This wired jute is also from Amazon. The Dollar Tree wired jute is no bueno, okay? Does not work. As soon as you cut it, it comes all untwirled. Maybe you've used it and you know what I'm talking about. It's awful. It is worth spending the like $5 on Amazon to get the good wired jute. So I just shaped this the best that I can. Don't worry about it being perfect. There's no such thing. Shape them, and then I twisted them at the bottom so that they stay together, and then I have something to glue them onto the salt shaker later, okay? So once I got those all done, I took a little miniature heart from Valentine's Day. It's a tiny little heart. I painted it with this like coral salmon-y color. Let me see, the name of it is Flamingo Coral, because it matched the fabric that I'm going to use. You'll see later. I glued the jute ears to the top of the bunny. I did it like towards the back because I wanted to leave room towards the front for my bow, which we're going to make now. So I took this distressed book page fabric. I still have some fat quarters of this left in my shop, you guys. Let me know. I love this fabric. I saved a bunch for myself, but I do still have some left. I think I do. Yeah, I do. And then I took some other fabric from Dollar Tree and some coffee stained muslin. I just ripped it up into strips. I didn't do a ton because I couldn't make a real big bow. I ripped like 2 strips of each. Then I used my Bodabra. You do not have to have a Bodabra, but it does help. I just love it. It keeps it in place for you. It makes bow making super easy. And I just layered my pieces or my strips of ribbon on one by one. Alternated the colors, added them up there until I got what I liked. I always end up making my bows way too big, but I think I did pretty good with this one. Once I had all the fabric on, I wanted to top it with some twine. I like the way that the twine looks on the top, so I just looped it in like a figure 8 kind of loopity loop, and then once that was done, I tied my bow off, okay? So I tied it, took it out of the Bodabra, made it super tight. And then, of course, you always got to fidget with it a little bit. I can fidget with my bows for like 45 minutes until I'm happy. So I have to like cut myself off. I just did it as good as I could get it. And then once I liked it, messing with it, I went ahead and I glued it to the top of my bunny's head right in front of those ears. It's starting to look so cute. I had a few little, they're not paper, they're like little flower embellishments. Those are from Hobby Lobby. I've had them forever. And I glued those to the front of the bow. Then I took my rusty wire. I probably should have used some E6000 here. If you're making something like this, use E6000. I should have. I might even go and squeeze a little in there even after it's all done because that wire never wants to stay forever with the hot glue. Then I glued my little heart to the top as the little bunny's nose. Some people do the heart upside down for a bunny's nose. I like it to look like a heart. So I intentionally did it right side up. That's how I like it. And I did 2 black dots with a Sharpie, put little teeny tiny white dots in the center, and then little black dashes for eyebrows. So I did a very simple face because this is really small and I just didn't want to mess with trying to do like an intricate face. Then I used some actual blush. This is like old blush. Finally started using that instead of paint, and it is a lot easier to use. Made some blushy cheeks there. I took some of this white little baby's breath. I don't know what it is. It's some dried flowers. I don't think it's actually baby's breath. It does kind of look like it, but I don't think it is. I just added some of that in with my bow. I ended up adding a little bit more after I stopped filming. I put a little bit on top, so you'll see when I show the final picture. Just needed a little more. All right, so then I took some, this is the inside of a wrapping paper. It's like really thick craft paper, basically. And I ripped it into the shape of a tag. And then I used my alphabet acrylic stamps, also from Amazon. I love these stamps. I use them all the time. These are the really small ones. It has 4 different fonts. And I just stamped Hippity Hop onto my tag there. And then I grunged the tag up as well so that it went with the vibe of the whole project. I used a stencil brush with some antique wax. I went all around the edges, a little bit heavier on the corners. I used some twine, and then I wasn't sure where I went. I still am not positive if I like where I went. You could go either way. You could go around the body, neck there, whatever, or you could, I had to tie it off a camera because it was too hard to do it laying down. I had to do it standing up. I like it on the ears. You could go either way. I couldn't decide. And here it is. How darn adorable is this, you guys? Give me some hearts if you love this. Sprinkle it out there. Let me know what you think. I think this is so cute. I still have 3 salt and pepper shakers left, so we can make some more things. What should I make next? Let me know what I should do with the rest of these. And I hope that you enjoyed this. Have you started your spring and Easter crafting yet? Thanks for watching.